Hey guys, welcome to Ashley D Vlogs. I'm really excited that you're here, and I'm even more excited to finally be starting this vlog. So let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. And I'm not talking about me. Just kidding. I know that I'm not an elephant. I'm a human being, but still. In all seriousness though, guys, I'm way out of my comfort zone in deciding to do this vlog documenting my fitness journey along with other things, different life adventures and what have you, but mainly wanting to focus on my fitness journey. So real quick disclaimer, I'm in no way, shape, or form a health expert. I am not a fitness guru, nor am I a personal trainer of any kind. I'm merely just a girl that is trying to become the healthiest, strongest, and fittest that I've ever been in my entire life. And really guys, this channel for me is a way to keep accountability on myself. I become very lazy very quick. And also a way to be able to constantly see my progress from start to finish. And of course, third, if my journey is able to help anybody out there on their individual fitness, whether you're just trying to lose weight or if you're trying to, gain muscle, or if you're just trying to, eat healthier, awesome. That's just the icing on the proverbial cake that, we're not trying to have right now because, we're trying to get fit. And we all know what a struggle that is. The struggle is real. Okay, so let's jump into the backstory. So growing up, I was always the more curvaceous child amongst my peers. I can remember being in the second grade and there was this little girl. It was reading time, so we were all sitting down in a circle, and this little girl had sat down next to me, and she looked down at my thighs and looked at her thighs, and then she made a comment about how large my thighs were in comparison to hers. That was the moment in time that I realized, and the light just flicked and it came on, that I was a little bit different than my classmates. I looked at my thighs and then I looked at her thighs and I was like, what's wrong with me? So jump ahead a couple years. I'm in the 4th grade now, and I have been blessed by the good Lord above with my womanly period. So everybody out there that's, went through that understands that, you start to get fat in certain areas that you haven't necessarily had fat in. And a lot of the other little girls in my class didn't get that blessing until they were, well into their middle school years. So again, I was still the more curvaceous child amongst my peers well into my middle school years. So ultimately, every year after my 4th grade summer, I pretty much spent it trying to do some kind of a quick fix diet, workout, something to get me to lose a little bit of weight before I went back to school the next year. Because all the girls in my class were super thin, and they were, their arms and their thighs didn't move when they walked, but mine did, and that's not fun being that girl. So, which ultimately the end result was always failure. Being young, you don't have the fundamental knowledge of what it takes to have a healthy diet in combination with a healthy workout regimen that basically builds for a lasting long-term results, which is what I wanted at the time. I just didn't quite yet know the best way to go about it. So fast forward to my 10th grade summer. I was now in my 2nd year going into 3rd year of high school, and I had just started my first part-time job at a local restaurant called Burger King. And I loved Burger King with all of my heart. I loved their food. I loved that we got half off for the employee discount. So of course, when it was break time, they're like, oh, you get 30 minutes. There wasn't really a whole lot that you could really run and go do really quick and come back. It was either Burger King or McDonald's. And, I'm just going to stay at Burger King. So I would always get a large chicken fry meal with, or chicken fingers, with a large fry and a large I wasn't drinking diet at the time. I was drinking Dr. Pepper, which soda has so many calories and so much sugar that it's not healthy. And to say that I would literally go through a liter a day, that's not exaggerating any. And then of course, I had to have dessert along with it. And I always would get the chocolate promo pie that they would do, and it was amazing. But the key part of all this is that's when my weight really started to pack on, and I really started to notice it. So my senior year, I weighed 249 pounds. That was pretty much my breaking point. That was my highest weight. So at this point, my memory becomes a little bit foggy. Somewhere between 18 to 20, I decided enough was enough. I started trying to do as much cardio as I could. I tried cutting back what my calorie intake was. I was literally, one summer I remember I lived in the pool. I would swim 2-3 hours out of the day. I'd go out for my morning swim, and then at the evenings I'd hit it again. And I would constantly be, trying to keep my calories right at 1,000. Highly unhealthy. Not at all the appropriate way to go about trying to have a healthier, body, a long-term lasting result that's actually going to still be there, 5 or 10 years down the road. I was still eating highly unhealthy. I would have a lot of sugars and a lot of fats, unhealthy fats. I would still be eating pizzas and pastas and all these things that are really bad for you, even though to me, I was eating it in moderation, so that couldn't be all that bad, right? And before I continue, don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing wrong with having, occasional pizza or pasta or anything like that, but the way that I was going about it, it wasn't the best way to have a healthier me. Which, don't get me wrong, it worked. At my lowest weight, I was about 164 pounds. However, when I turned 23, that's when my boyfriend had proposed to me. So we spent that entire next year planning our wedding. And by the time we got married, I was 175 pounds, which, I was okay with. I was comfortable. It wasn't anything too drastic, However, jump ahead 1 year into marriage after a lot of home-cooked meals that I didn't really need, but, it was good, so why not? I was back up to being 200 pounds. And that was May of 2019 that I weighed 200 pounds. So that was my second breaking point. It was pretty much then that I made the conscious decision that I wanted to start dieting again. I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to be healthier, but I wanted to do it differently this time. It's not so much about the vanity's sake. It's not about looking like the models that you see on Instagram, the Fitspiration post, or the, being super thin, or it's not about that this time. For me now, my goals are different. What I want for myself is different than what I wanted for myself when I was 18 to 20 years old. I don't want to be so thin that the wind comes and it blows me away. That's not my goal. I want to be able to be healthy. I want to have a healthy diet that's, free of, things that are bad for my body that, help my body to be better. I want to be leaner. I want to have a little bit of muscle definition. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to be like Hercules. I'm not about that. If you are, that's awesome. That's great. But that's not what my goals are. My goal is to be the best me that I can be, because there's nobody else out there that's like me. And honestly, guys, we have to stop comparing ourselves to other people. And I know that's so hard to do. Believe me, I know. But there is nobody like you. You are absolutely 100% unique. There's only one you. So just be the best you that you can be. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. So real quick, my short-term goals, I would like to be able to lose a bit more weight, slim down just a little bit more, and then look at my long-term goal of just building lean muscle. And that's really what my ultimate goal is this time. I want to be able to, tone up my arms, tone up my abs, work on my butt, get it a little bit more lifted. Which I have been doing a lot of squats, donkey kicks, fire hydrants, sumo squats, and I can tell a difference already. But just going forward, that's my goals right now. Guys, before we end this video, I'm going to go ahead and slide in a current shot of me and what my body looks like as of today.
You guys are about to see why I have no friends. I'm such a nerd. I'd like to apologize for the way that I was holding my camera while shooting this. Holding it straight up and down like that, I'm not able to show the whole body shot. That's my bad, y'all. I'm sorry.
So that's where we're at, and yes, I may have been inside of a Walmart dressing room trying on this very outfit, which I thought looked pretty sharp. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys stick around to kind of walk with me on this journey. I hope that maybe something that I experience is able to help you guys on your own weight loss journeys. And of course, if there's anything that you guys think would help me, please drop me a comment and let me know. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.